war and it's on tonight, so get up and fight, get up and fight. You've had all your life to run and hide. Step up, now step up, let's do this. Fight, 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 fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to War Wrestling, Chapter 22, day number 1. Michael McCormick and Coach Steve. And Steve, we've got a crew sighting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, you know what? I thought today was going to be a great day when my cat Smokey jumped up in my lap and informed me to let me know we had more today. But it started off even better now with the crew, and they're in full force tonight.
Yeah, they seem to have some things on their mind. The Shameless one, Jimmy Shane. You've got Jake Ely back there, the Wise Guys, and the War Wrestling Women's Champion, Shawna Reed.
It must be a really important night if Shawna is gracing us with her presence tonight.
This is a collection of interesting folks. I'll just be honest, because a handful of them look like they're ready to throw down. Fans here in Lima, not really thrilled. I think Tommy's ready to fight.
No, Tommy's ready to fight everybody.
did you miss us?
That answer seemed negatory.
I'm sure the bar missed us. I'm sure we're not allowed to call them that anymore. I'm sure the groupies missed us.
Socially conscious Jimmy Shane.
And right now,
I can
my
never
boy
understand what
G's
Jake
got
Ely
something to
thought.
say.
You know, you people in Lima know something
What does he mean, you
about
people?
the made man. You know that I'm all about business. You see, myself and the crew made it.
Not an ounce of respect from this
I
crowd.
gather they're not a fan of his business.
I have the microphone, which means you're gonna listen to every word I have to say.
There you go, Gino.
Which is really just unfortunate.
You see, I paid Jaxon. I paid him to bring the crew along with him last month. I gave him money, he gave me his word, and he gave me a fake phone number.
I got to be honest with you, Steve. I don't think it's the first or the last
I called
time
that
Gino
number,
got a fake number.
867-5309.
You know, you gotta be pretty,
Jenny answered. She said she's never heard of Jaxon.
Gotta be pretty ballsy.
You know what? I stand on
Give
business.
Gino a fake number.
The
Know what that
crew
means, capable.
stands on business, and when you get in the way of the business of the crew,
Well, it's not like he's going to find
there's
you.
gonna be a conversation to be had. So right now, Jaxon, I know you're in the back.
I don't know. I don't
need
think
you
I come out here to
walk
offer
down
Crash
here
Jaxon.
And have a little FaceTime.
And there
with the
are,
main man
as I count,
and
1,
the
2, 3, 4,
crew.
5 of the crew in the ring. And they, you know, I make fun of them, but they are a very dangerous collection of individuals. Oh, whole lot of dude on his way out. He got guts. I don't know about smarts on this one.
He is walking right through the ring.
What you gotta love about him, though, is he's walking out there with absolutely no fear. Not an ounce of it. Nothing going on. You look at Jimmy Shane, and Jimmy's asking for a refund.
You take money from the crew, you take money from Gino. I mean, if you don't do the job, you know he's gonna come knocking.
Something about fishes. So the assertion here from Gino DiCapo is Crash has the exact amount of money that he supposedly owes Gino in his pocket right now.
Well, I mean, obviously he didn't do the job, right? So why would he go out and spend it?
Oh, I don't.
Yep, see?
I don't think that was a smart move on his part. Now just being destroyed by the crew, and set. The masked men on their way out. And there just seems to be a complete breakdown in this ring. And everybody gets one except for Jake Ely, who you said you don't know what he's doing. He's heading for the hills.
Yeah, he's running. Oh! You see how smooth that was? He slid right in.
It's 2 points for the takedown.
Yeah, oh!
Now the crew running for the hills. Well, except Jake Ely, he's continuing.
He's trapped.
Trapped like rat. What did he say? He can't say rats. So it is the one of the new tag teams. Really,
Will
more
the
wrestling.
Thrill and Cassius Starr. Pride on Lima and the human highlight reel, Cassius Starr.
Also, keep in mind that was a little bit of a change too, though, because having it now 4 on 5, the numbers aren't in your favor, but you gotta like it a heck of a lot more if you're Crash Jaxon.
It's been a while since we've seen Ripper Blackheart, but he is out.
If I can have your attention, please.
Historically, this has not gone well, but
Now,
I've heard
some of you know you haven't
he had a good
seen
Christmas.
me in a while. I've been on
I had a
that
great
side
Christmas
of the
with my cat
curtain
Smokey.
doing some
It
stuff.
was a beautiful
And
Christmas.
I've done such a good job, I got a promotion.
Wait a second.
Promotion.
As of today, you're looking at the chief of the board.
What?
And that means I'm running every war event from here on out.
That's not good for Tommy and Gino.
Not good for Jimmy either.
No, it's not. It is not good for
And
the
you
crew.
guys gave me a hell of an idea. What we're going to do tonight, Crash Jaxon, the Soul Thrillers, and Paris McQueen versus 4 members of the crew and an 8-man survival of the fittest match.
Wow.
And that's going to happen tonight.
The new chief of the board, the chairman of the board, getting things done.
Now, if you would kindly get to the back so we can get this show going.
I never thought we would open up the show with this, but I'm pretty happy to see Ripper Blackheart right now.
A Chapter 22, Day 1, starting off on a fire note. Finding out that Ripper Blackheart got a promotion, and he is now the chief of the board. And he just made one heck of a match for tonight.
So the things didn't end up how the crew thought they were going to. Just have that jump on Crash Jaxon and it'd just be okay. But again, look who came to the rescue, and that is one heck of a way to kick off 2025.
Yes, sir. The Soul Thrillers, Crash Jaxon,
Paris McQueen,
taking on
4 members of the crew. The question is, there's 5 of them.
Yeah, what 4 are they going for?
With that 5-some, who knows?
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing from Cleveland, Ohio, God's gift to women, Jacob Rose.
Here's some excellent talent right here in War Wrestling. Jacob Rose, formerly one half of the War Tag Team Champions, was with the Entourage there for a while. And man, let me tell you what, this guy gets more and more impressive every time you see him.
He also gets more and more boos, it appears, every time that he comes out.
Yeah, these fans don't know talent.
They are not all that thrilled about him. And, you know, Jacob Rose, this is a big opportunity. We talk about matches all the time, about, you know, guys want to talk about card placement, I should be better or whatever. These are the kind of matches in the opener. You start out hot, you start out against veterans, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing here tonight. You reverse your fortunes. He's had a bad attitude, he's had some losses, but he's really got to take on a guy that is fascinating to me as a former World Wrestling Champion, Cody Jones, because as we've seen, there's kind of been some strife between he and his significant other in the last couple of months here.
Yeah, him and Paloma did not leave on good terms last month.
That oddity that Cody did not want to use the chair. Paloma was trying to help him out. They kind of had some words, exchanged some things, and you know, I gotta believe though too that you want to talk about focus maybe a little bit, where Cody's mind is necessarily in this match. Dick Rose, you can see him in the ring, looks completely focused on Cody Jones.
Yeah, he's pacing back and forth, but his eyes, they're locked on his opponent. And he knows he's stepping in there with one of War's best. This ain't just some ringer here. You're talking Cody Jones.
Cody Jones, of course, trained by his dad, the great Tom Jones, down in Texas and making his way up, fighting through the mean streets in Chicago and here in Lima. And, big matches have kind of come his way. Continues to come back, one of those measuring stick type of guys. And if you are Jacob Rose, it does not matter what the situation is or how it works out or what have you. You knock off a guy like Cody Jones, and all of a sudden you can put yourself in a conversation for, let's say, the respect title.
Yeah, a little bit more eyes on you, a little bit more the aware from the people in the back.
And apparently the new chief of the board.
Ripper Blackheart. I mean, he's... Whoa, here we go. Jacob Rose. Starting off the smooth.
He said he's pretty smart, I think is what he said. A couple of just kind of claps of, all right, whatever, from Cody Jones. Great takedown.
Ankle picked him.
And there you go. That's the amateur wrestling background, and just going to town. That's what it looked like, one of those rides at a carnival. Like he's pretty much just teacupped him.
Yeah, just kind of put the belly on the back and just rode him around in circles there.
I think that's the answer to how smart are you now, guy? How do you get yourself out of that one? But you see right where Rose went. He went to try to pull the hair.
Yep. He's smart enough to get himself to the ropes.
I don't believe that his assertion of pulling the hair is correct. Cody Jones said, I really just want to fight you, guy. And you can just tell. I kind of feel like, I just talked about, Cody Jones seems like his mind is a little bit elsewhere right now.
Yeah, they always say was it, happy wife, happy life, but you didn't leave here last month too happy, and I'm pretty sure the car ride and things were not, it wasn't so pleasant. And
also takes a lot of gas to get back to Illinois. His check was a little light on the loser's purse.
Oh,
tempted.
There it goes. Oh, Cody Jones almost landed on his feet.
It came back with a drop kick.
Oh. Jacob Rose, he took his eye off him for 2 seconds.
Then he got kicked in that eye. That really did not help him. He asked the referee, could you help me up? So he thinks he gets a timeout. Is that what he's going for here?
Hey, he's in the ropes. He can, take some time off for a second. Not using. Oh, there it is. See, that's using your head.
Took out the knee of Cody Jones, and again, Jacob Rose hasn't really been around all that long, but that's a smart trick.
Like I said, he gets more and more impressive every week. He starts getting better ring awareness. I mean, you seen him there. He was in the corner. He held onto the ropes. He knew Cody couldn't come in and touch him, and then he got the ref in between both of them.
If you don't believe him, just ask him.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Cody should have been smart enough to not get the ref in between the action right there.
So Cody now a firm chant here from the fans in Lima at the Bradfield Community Center, and so we're going to be back next month in February, but
single leg DDT.
It'll be interesting to see what the landscape looks like, because again, the World Wrestling title's on the line, the Respect title's on the line, the Tag Team Championships are on the line.
Well, you know what? When it's a war cards deliver, man, and it's just action-packed from the start to finish.
Oh, beautiful insecurity from Cody Jones.
Yes, sir.
And as high as that leg was held, too, it gave him that leverage of almost the step-up that we saw in the pre-show match.
Yeah, and there you go. Cody Jones trying to get a little blood flow back in that knee. Going up top might not be the best. Ooh.
Took a little bit of time, and just veteran enough in Rose made him pay for it.
Oh, look at this. Trio woe and stomping the knees.
Now the hesitation drop kick, you get that to the face a lot. You don't get that guys go to the knee.
Hey, right now, Jacob knows he's got one body part on the ropes, and he is working that body part.
Pretty sure he's thinking woo right now. The Nature Boy's about to sue somebody.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Just wrap that left knee around the pole, and Jacob Rose is either doing the Humpty dance or he's mocking Cody Jones. Might have been a little of both.
I was going to say. A little bit of both there.
Just stalking him into the corner, and yeah, you look up and down. We talked about Jacob Rose, talked about the entourage and the whole breakup of kind of how that goes, and everything sort of falling apart. And, you know, it's been a little bit, but a guy we're going to see in a little bit in his former tag team partner, Brian Michaels, that they've sort of taken different roads because Jacob's, I don't want to say been lost the shovel, but he's been kind of trying to find himself, find who he can take out, go after some big names like Cody Jones, and whereas Ryan Michaels has had one singular focus on Orlando Christopher.
Oh, there's that knee. Just completely gave out as soon as he took off.
Oh,
big running knee right to the mouth.
We're done here. 1, 2, and just a 2? Cody Jones maybe on instinct.
Like you were talking about, though, here's the thing is, you know, you said Jacob hasn't been around that long. Ryan is, he's no new guy. He's been up and down the roads. He's an excellent singles wrestler, great tag team wrestler. So him taking a different path after the entourage went away, he kind of knew where, he probably already kind of had in mind, he knew what he was going to do before any of that happened. Rose, you know, he was riding that entourage high.
Good thing is he got rid of the Humbler.
Oh, God.
It's just repeated kicks to the face.
Hey, the aggression that Jacob Rose is bringing, I'm loving it.
It's a rose-colored fury right now.
Oh.
There's a dentist right down the street who would like to have a word with both of them.
Oh, right there, the big knee.
Oh! I think that was going to be the attempt. Oh, good Lord!
Dear
Super
Lord.
kick into the face.
He just absolutely super kicked his jaw into the third row.
I caught it. I watched it go by. Talk about that dentist before. Dr. Jack Spratt would like to have a conversation with you. Thank you. I'm not quite sure that Jacob Rose knows he's in Lima anymore, as Cody Jones trying to get his knee to do what his brain wants it to do. Looked pretty good for a second.
Jacob's just trying to get his mouth together, I think. Oh yeah, then you just get popped right in it.
There's a molar that's missing. Jones.
Haymaker.
You see, he didn't even get the real power is that follow through with your body on that swing, but Cody Jones now up on the shoulder, Death Valley driver.
Thank God he did that one quick. I didn't think the knee was going to hold up at all.
It's kind of more of a snap version. Now, thinking about going high risk, Rose flat on his back, but kind of what you talked about a couple of minutes ago about Cody had to take extra time to get to the top. He wanted to go backflip earlier, and he was thinking, well, he was feeling froggy. Rose made him pay for it, and the
Oh, there it is.
That would be the end of this one. 1, 2, and 3. One mistake of just kind of feeling good, trusting his
Ladies
knee.
and gentlemen, the winner of
And
this
it's now a couple of losses in a row, and you know, we didn't see Paloma Starr in this matchup.
No, we did not. It was a very impressive win by Jacob Rose. I'm going to tell you right now, from start to finish, that was impressive.
Yelling something about Cleveland.
I think he said something about he's rock and roll or something like that.
I think he was talking about how he doesn't like Brook Park. Said we don't need the stadium to move, but he picks up the win.
Yes,
Again,
he
an
did.
impressive win, and Paloma Starr, conspicuous by her absence, getting ready for her own match later in this event. This is going to be another one of these matches here at World Wrestling that are test matches.
Introducing
Bringing in
first,
new talent, what World Wrestling is all about.
The baddest wins, Sebastian LeShawn.
Sebastian LeShawn, a two-time Baddies champ. Now here the first time around, the baddest witch. You heard Slick Rick say. I don't think that folks really know what to do here. This is a show just loaded with talent who have been here for a while, but this young lady making the first appearance, taking on Dani Jacx, who's been here one time before. That came all the way back in November of 2023.
From the graveyards, the Dark Angel, Dani Jacx.
5'2" of Wrestling Fury. The Dark Angel, 2-year pro out of Columbus. The one time that she was here, back in Fansgiving in 23, beat Ari Alexander. And that's not an easy thing to do.
No, it is not. Ari has a list of accolades up and down the road here in the state of Ohio.
Some in Kentucky, too. I'd say around Louisville.
Second generational talent.
This is, again, this is a big one because the women's division, of course, headlined by Shawna Reed, but we talked about Paloma Starr, about Leela Feist, about all of the ladies who have been a part of the War Wrestling women's division. And
not forget Harley Fairfax.
And Harley Fairfax, I mean, all the former champions you look at, and of course, Hardcore Heather Owens, the Hall of Famer. And, you know, this puts you on the road, and not the road to nowhere, but the road to a potential championship match and to, again, the new head of the board in Ripper Blackheart paying attention to who you are.
Exactly, and these two right now, you know, they got a beautiful road paved ahead of them with some of the names you just said, but they still got to earn their spots here, War.
I think one of them is going to be paved with regret after this matchup is over. And, you know, both young in their career, you can't make mistakes because they've got some pretty good trainers throughout the course of the years, but it's always a matter of what do you learn as you go down the road from your trainers. They're not going to give you everything. You just kind of adapt a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and there's not a happiness coming from Sebastian LeShawn.
You know, Sebastian here, he's hit that lockup and then instantly was more worried about the crowd. The whip off, though.
Oh, Dani Jacx.
Dani.
Round and round.
Oh, big head scissors.
Nearly drove Sebastian out of the ring, and
getting a timeout.
I believe we're out of timeouts tonight.
Yeah.
I think the crew used them all up when they were here a little bit ago.
You know, if Dani was smart, she'd probably be on the attack. But Sebastian, you know, she's given up. She's got the size on Dani.
But you don't want to walk right into an uppercut. And that deep arm drag, just sort of a roll across the floor. Right up on the ring.
Oh! Sebastian looks like she wants to be on the attack, but Dani's got something to answer every single time.
But the interesting thing to me is watching this is, you know, for me, trying to fight my little brother where he would keep coming at me, I'd just push him away. This has kind of been that where they have different ideas because Dani Jacx has got, I'm going to pummel you, and it's frustrating Sebastian LeShawn.
There's that size and strength we were talking about, all I was talking about.
And that's eventually how that went. But Sebastian not capitalizing, more of just kind of mocking Dani.
My cat Smokey would disapprove of this.
That's what I've heard.
I'm telling you. Oh!
Look how deep that's in.
Wow. Sebastian, all that weight on the lower back, got the neck stretched all the way back.
I'm pretty sure a human being is not supposed to bend like that.
That right there is, I mean, Dani, I think maybe the only thing that's saving her is the fact that she's flexible on that.
Just, again, like you said, deep and right into the middle. And I was waiting to see if maybe as that was broken, it would have been kind of a follow-up, maybe a knee to the back and on that pull. But Dani able to fight out of that. Well, maybe not for long.
Picking Dani up here.
I thought it was going to be a trip to Nowheresville, but the straight forearm.
You can tell Sebastian, she brings the size and strength to the ring. I mean, she is controlling Dani. She gets Dani up in the air. She picks Dani up. It's pretty obvious. Oh!
Saw it coming.
Cat-like reflexes there from Sebastian. Oh, this took the knee out. Didn't see that coming, though.
Oh, just straight heel to the back. Right in the middle of the spine. Dani full head of steam. And where's that dentist at from earlier?
Big running knee on Sebastian.
With
One,
the deep cover.
2, oh!
George might have had a problem there because that kind of ended up as a double roll-up. It might be better off that nobody got that pin.
Sebastian about rolled right into Rick's lap down there.
So unfortunately, the microphone was not on. I'm pretty sure the timeout's just still not existing. Poor Rick's table has been through a lot, and we're only a little bit into this event.
Yep. Sebastian needs to figure something out.
I think Dani has figured it out. 5'2" wrestling fury that Archangel looking for a DDT. Didn't really catch the rope.
Oh, Sebastian using the height and the strength there. Like I keep saying, you can tell she has these spurts. She gets that look in her eye, and all of a sudden that strength really comes out.
But I said that Dani Jacx was a kind of a wrestling fury, but right now it's Sebastian who's wrestling with fury. Oh, good Lord. Good night.
I just made you eat your pancakes
Thank you.
with syrup.
Please drive through. 1, 2, 3.
Sebastian.
One move.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner
Sebastian
of
was
this
on the
match,
offense for maybe 10%
Sebastian
of that match.
LeShawn.
One move and a knockout from the baddest witch.
I mean, we're talking swung her around and made her eat the most glitteriest knee I think I've ever seen. Absolutely just dropped Dani. Look, I mean, I think Dani's jaw went into another area code.
I think she's thinking about training in Mansfield. All the way back, but again, impressive parts of the debut for Sebastian LeShawn.
Yep, Sebastian victorious here tonight in Chapter 22, Day 1.
You know, 2025 started off hot in Lima because the jaw-dropping Jacob Rose got the first victory of the year. You know, last year wasn't the best year for me, but this year's a different year because nothing can stop the hottest thing in professional wrestling. Because I am God's gift to women, but I'm also God's gift to professional wrestling, and I am God's gift to war.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match, scheduled for one fall.
The War Wrestling Tag Team Champions, not the Wikked, for the first time in nearly 400 days, as they were defeated at Road to Nowhere.
By everyone's favorite manager, Jacx Black, bringing out one of the most unpredictable people to be in the tag team.
Dakota Valley.
I actually had to have my hearing checked after the last show.
The Prophet of Pain, Amos.
Because she was yelling things.
KR.
My watch said it was above 90 decibels, and I should not have that happen.
No one knows what she says.
She's just saying all kinds of things.
It's everything. No one knows. No one knows.
I don't understand anything that she's
Look,
saying.
she's yelling now and no one...
She's yelling at you.
I know, and I'm not even doing anything. And this scares me.
What's that guy doing?
I don't know, but this scares me.
Look, you pissed him off.
Him. Folks,
Just leave the bag on his head. Wait a second.
you know what happens when that bag comes off.
I think you better figure out how to run to your car. You better call your security team. So I thought Jaxon was going to try to take the microphone from Rick, and I think we've been spared it. Wait a second, what mimery is happening
And now,
here?
ladies and gentlemen, introducing
That is the War Wrestling Tag Team Champion.
Champions. First, from Paris, France, the Master Mime, John Paul,
So John
and
Paul,
his tag team partner from Cincinnati, Ohio. He is the life of the party, Party Mike. They are
Party
the
Mike.
War Tag Team Champions.
the tag team
Gimmicks
partner for the night.
Inc.
I guess we just assumed, and obviously wrongly, that Gimmicks Inc. would be. Oh, here we go.
No. See, we agreed to a rematch for my tag team championship titles.
Hear those dogs barking?
And I agreed to a
Listen, we just got
match
threatened.
with
I don't
the
think we need to
tag
say anything
team
else.
champions. You, Party Mike, are not one of the tag team champions. You weren't even here last month.
Oh,
Don't even
she's
go
half
here.
correct. Uh-oh. The boss is here.
No.
Jesse! As you're well aware, when someone is part of a stable and they win the tag team championships, the Freebird rule is in effect. You used it, I perfected it, and John Paul's
He perfected it, but I do recall
I
that
hate you,
Freebird
Ripper.
rule came back to bite Ripper one time where he cost the
Shut
wise
up, you
guys
don't even
the
go
belts.
here.
I don't actually remember him in Dallas in the 70s, but I guess, you know.
Well,
It's not the grouping for Gimmicks Inc. that won the tag team titles. That last month in that four-way match had the young man you see there in the mastermind and John Paul, but it did not have Party Mike. But as Ripper
No,
Blackheart so eloquently explained, Gimmicks Inc. being a stable can have any combination that they want, and if Mr. Kilmore's not here, it's Party Mike time, baby.
yes, it is. Oh, God.
It's nobody's time right now.
Oh, it's Kronos time.
Time to eat right hands.
The big man is not holding back. Joe better be careful.
I really think that John Paul should put himself in a box for protection right now.
John Paul may be looking to tag in the king of the Waffle House, but Party Mike is eating the forearm right to the bottom.
You know, I thought I saw him right by my house. Amos. Brainbuster! That might be it. This might be the shortest reign in War Wrestling history.
I'm telling you this right now. You look at the two guys that are in the ring right now between Amos and Kronos, and you would think there is no way that these two could ever communicate, work together, or anything.
Chokeslam.
But they are the most well-oiled tag team. And then they got the help of Jaxon on the outside.
Well over 300 days in the top 5 or 6 reigns all time in War Wrestling Tag Team Championship history. But you're right. You look at these guys, and I don't know what weird combination of voodoo or English or whatever it is that they speak to one another, but it worked for a long time. And, you know, we saw it in the switches, and it nearly worked in the match that they lost the titles. What, Party Mike just threw something into the ring to John Paul. He just... I don't even know how to explain.
Oh,
And security.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he threw John Paul a grenade.
I thought he threw him something to drink. I didn't know what was happening. Straight right hands. It's party time, baby. Uh-oh.
Oh,
That will not end well.
oh.
Caught the side of the elbow to the temple. Amos thinks this is 6 months ago.
Oh, big giant clothesline there by Party Mike. I think the party's about to be over.
Amos is trying to figure out why he got struck by a confetti cannon. Oh, he hurt his hand.
Oh,
Oh no. Carlos.
tag Party Mike. Oh,
The party has apparently been canceled. The invitations were late.
There it is.
Just dumped him to the floor.
Dumped him right on his neck. We got to forget that Amos is the legal man here.
John Paul looking for a flight. Oh no, straps down.
Oh no, sorry. Chrono.
Oh wait. There's that Jezebel Jexy Black again. Do it, John Paul.
Yeah, John Paul better not.
Amos full.
Oh!
Knock Jexy off the apron. The roll up. 1, 2, 3. And Gimmicks Inc still World Wrestling Tag Team Champions. They outsmarted the entire Wikked.
And still, World Wrestling's Tag Team Champions, John Paul and Miserable, Party Mike,
So the Wikked with 2 losses in a row in tag team competition. That has never happened here in World Wrestling.
Never. After I just said they were a well-oiled machine, and I even threw in a compliment for Jexy about how well she accommodates for this tag team, and she was kind of the distraction. She's the reason that Amos he had to stop.
She is not happy right now. I don't think that she's just going to leave quietly. Oh, hello.
We got Chrono throwing chairs.
The surprise here is Jexy left, stomped her way out of the building, but Gimmicks Inc. still tag team champions.
Gimmicks Inc. stealing one here tonight.
Good morning. I'm not sure if you got to witness what just happened out there, but the wicked workings of Sebastian LeShawn, the baddest witch, if you will, is going just as planned. So, if I were you, Shawna Reed, I'd keep an eye out. Because for every good morning, there's an even better good night.
Well, we talked about it, about the rivalry that has been brewing between Orlando Christopher and between Ryan Michaels. And it is about to hit ahead. The World Wrestling Hall of Famer, former tag team champion, former respect champion, and as he pointed out to me, one-time World Wrestling champion in Orlando Christopher.
Man, there's a list that goes on and on here at War.
Christopher!
And a list that anywhere else I don't even have time to start reading. Just the impressiveness, and again, I will forever say this, but every single time that I see this man in this building, I think of about 20 feet to my left where he was up here fighting on a balcony and was willing to throw another human being to the floor, and just about the moments that he's created, whether it's an anniversary show or any time through the year, that guy gets it done.
Orlando Christopher, when he steps through them ropes, he always delivers. I mean, he is kind of a kamikaze when it comes to it. Himself and you are all being harmed.
Yeah, everything is in play, and the lights have gone out. And if someone didn't pay the bill, Orlando Christopher in the ring just waiting for his opponent. And the lights coming back on, and Ryan Michaels, the expected entrant to this matchup for Orlando Christopher. Surely taking his time, and Steve, the last couple of months, we talked about earlier on with his former tag team partner, that the end of the entourage, that Ryan Michaels sort of took it personally, got into a war of words with Orlando Christopher. They had a lot of back and forth, guys who maybe once upon a time had some respect, but correct me if I'm wrong, but this has been a different Ryan Michaels.
It has. This is something, Ryan Michaels has never had a problem conquering a mountain. And this is a mountain he hasn't been able to conquer.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
And from tonight, it looks like Ryan Michaels has entered like his final form. This is when this man means business. This is no joking around. This is not you don't kiss babies and shake hands. I have seen this multiple times before. This man is ready to go to the ends of the earth.
This is just from watching him walk in. I mean, the towel, you know, we talked about the long pants last month, about going back to that. You can just see most of the black motif of he's not here to lose via pinfall. He's not here to get counted out as it's happened in the past. He's taking that cloverleaf submission last month very seriously, and I noticed a little bit in the pre-match promos that he is very singularly focused on not beating Orlando Christopher, but at this point pretty much destroying Orlando Christopher.
Yes, until they're one, this is as physical as you're going to see Ryan Michaels tonight. When you see the black, you see that he's not got the pink and the white. He's not out here, look, he's not worried about the crowd. He's got one thing on his mind and one thing only, and that's to win tonight. He will not leave this building until he either makes Orlando Christopher submit or pin Orlando Christopher's shoulders to the mat.
And no sunglasses, no cutesy jackets, catchphrases, anything. Just fists and seriousness. But, you know, you look at the other side, and Orlando Christopher said, hey, guy, I don't really get your deal. You want to come back and you want to have me beat you again? Are you not tired of losing to me?
Like I said, there is not a mountain that Ryan Michaels has not found that he cannot climb. And for some reason, Orlando Christopher just has Ryan Michaels' number every single time they've wrestled in the last, 4 months. And I think it's finally just got to him to the point where he's done with the pink, he's done with the glasses. Let's get serious. Let's get real serious one night. Let's go at it.
Just see the look on Orlando Christopher's face as he's dump trucked all the way to the outside from the middle of the ring of, he came to play tonight. He's serious. I might have to adapt my own strategy here. You know, I implore you to go back and you look at Valor Media on YouTube and you can find the old shows, go back and watch the last 3 shows and, you know, look at Road to Nowhere and look how Ryan Michaels knows he made a mistake leading to what really cost him the match as they fight to the outside. And you can tell, it irks him that he ended up putting himself in that position that he had to give up.
Well, you know, you see him, he comes out, he's got the glasses. You know, I've gave him a list of nicknames here all the way from the beginning since the Entourage. And, you know, he's a guy perfectionist.
Uh-oh, Christopher, bad intentions for Michael's face.
Oh, right into the ring post.
Not only rearranging your face, but your entire being.
Like I said, Michaels is a perfectionist. Even though, you know, people might love him, people might hate him, he goes in to get the job done. And for the last 3 months, he has not been able to get the job done against Orlando Christopher at all.
Right now, the job that's being done is his torso rearranging that metal positioning over there.
Last month, Orlando Christopher, he extended his hand as like, hey, man, I get it. You're pushing me to my limit. I'm pushing you to your limit. Let's shake this out. And Michaels wanted no part of that. You know, I thought he thought about it for a hot second. But,
I thought he was coming in the hard way.
No,
but
he went out the hard way.
Michaels had a different idea. You know, this is one that kind of borderlines on whether War Wrestling wants to sanction these kind of matches, because these are 2 guys that, you know, they'll fight into the street, they'll fight down the street, they'll fight to Cupid, they'll fight wherever the hell it is and just beat up each other.
It's like I said, I mean, Orlando Christopher, we've seen him, he's a little bit of a kamikaze himself. He'll hurt himself to hurt you. And right now, this is Ryan Michaels. He's ready to hurt himself to hurt Orlando Christopher.
Orlando Christopher just landed in some nice lady's yard in Elida, about 5 miles down the road from where we are here in Lima.
I'd find him down in the parking lot of Grammy's tapes and CDs.
That'll make Gromy thrilled.
Oh, big backbreaker.
Look at Michaels, though. He's proud of himself. Goes right back with another one.
We've seen this before, though.
And, you know, you think about it, too.
There it is. Oh. It's the Yeaton backbreaker.
And you think about it, too, though. You can see a little bit at the very top of the screen if you're looking at, yes, these guys are trying to put themselves in a position, but it's to eventually have that War Wrestling Championship that's high above. Oh, Michaels He took too long, and OC made him pay for it.
Yes, he did. Oh!
But Orlando wants to get back to that. Michaels wants to get to that level that Matt Taylor and Beastman will have later on. And now Michaels might want to go back to Manitoba.
You know, this is one of those matches right now. This is where, you know, maybe that's why Michaels is so obsessed with it. He knows beating Orlando Christopher puts him close to that. And he just can't get the job done. Pedigree with a sunset flip.
Going right back to what he beat him with last month.
Michaels escaping to that rope.
Just frantically crawling his way over there. Orlando power slam, and he paid for it. Just a brilliant move by Michaels. I don't know that he saw it until the second that he decided he was going to be able to pull it off. Fans firmly behind Orlando Christopher, if you're wondering.
Yeah, right now the fans are out here chanting Orlando.
They are definitely not behind Ryan Michaels.
No. Like I said, at this point, I don't think Michaels cares. I think he's out here meaning business. He just ducked that big right hand. Atomic drop.
Give him one way and give him a reversal the other way. Swing and good night. Caught him with just enough of the bicep up around the throat. Orlando, though, able to reverse it.
It's a Frankensteiner, though.
Holler if you hear me. And that's exactly what he did. And I tell you what, though, as much as Ryan Michaels does not like Orlando Christopher, he dislikes the fans in Lima, and he's let them know about it.
Oh!
Dropped him right straight on the back of his head. 1, 2. Wasn't as much as he caught a Death Valley driver as he just sort of spiked him right on top of his noggin.
Spiked him right down on top of that neck. That'll definitely play a major role if Orlando Christopher can strap in that clover leaf.
Michaels again might be seeing stars. OC.
Oh, big kick.
Going back to the pedigree. He hooked it last time, got it in the center of the ring. That has spelled the end of many men. 1, 2, 3. No!
Oh.
And Michaels was sure that it was about to be the Ryan Michaels era.
Not too many people kick out of the pedigree. Referee letting Michaels know, hey, it was about 2.8 there on that.
But look at Michaels' face, though. He put his hand, wiped his brow, and kind of looked back down towards the mat of, what do I have to do?
Well, I mean, we've said this multiple times now in the last 2 encounters. Michaels has hit Orlando Christopher with everything. Orlando Christopher has figured a way to reverse out of everything that Michaels brings to the table. This is one place you normally don't see. Oh my God!
Wow. Not only was there no water in the pool, as they say, they moved the pool.
I've only heard stories of him doing a shooting star. I have never seen nobody being home.
Technically, he didn't do it. He failed to accomplish it this time. Orlando now up to the top himself.
Oh!
0 for 2 from the top. Might want to go back to brutalization.
Here we go again.
Second pedigree attempt. OC reverses it. Maybe he's going to try one of his own. Not known for it, but dropped him right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Again, 2.8.
You know, there's a lot of ways to lock in the pedigree. And Orlando, you know, he didn't jump really on that. He literally just dropped Michael straight down.
That is 2 completely different ways to do it. You're right, but
and that one was straight forehead and nose right into the mat.
He just flushed him straight down.
Here goes Orlando Christopher to the top again.
Orlando said, should I go up top? Michaels made him pay for it.
Desperation, Ryan Michaels flopping on that top rope.
Straight right hand, take that.
Now we're going up to the top. Like I said earlier, both these men are willing to hurt each other.
Ryan Michaels.
Oh, big superplex.
Still say the worst part about that move is you inflict as much pain on yourself as you do the opponent.
Like I said, yeah, like they're willing to go to the ends of the earth to to hurt themselves to make sure they win a match.
But you know, it's another thing that we've talked about for years. It doesn't matter who it is that's matching up. If you have two guys who have seen one another, you've seen pretty much everything the other one has to offer. Michaels has gone more with that pedigree, kind of gone more to a power game, away from the finesse and cutesy stuff that he did during his 2 out of 3 losses. But you really have to come up with something like that.
You got to remember, he reversed his power slam into a pin. He got him into that clover leaf.
And
oh my God!
I think Orlando caught the back of his head on the ring apron.
The way that Michaels just fell out of that ring, his legs were absolutely pretzeled underneath all the weight.
I'm just saying, I don't know that Michaels didn't get the better of that, because I'm pretty sure that OC cracked his head on the way down. Both guys being counted out. Remember, this is how it started, with that count out.
He's at 4.
Referee wasting no time getting these two guys back. We're trying to encourage them into the ring, but with the count, it's already up to 6.
Michaels
hooking spaghetti legs.
He's hooking both of them in.
Now this is where you kind of at a referee's discretion, because neither guy really, I would say, is in great shape right now.
You know, after all we've seen, it's only fitting that these two will kneel in the center of the ring and just punch each other right in the face.
Michaels with that drive with a fist down through the middle of the skull. You see, not able to protect himself, and Michaels just teeing off. He's going to go back. Thought he was going to pedigree. Oh, my goodness.
Orlando Christopher just fired up there.
Hit him with that Detroit Rage.
Oh! Michaels gets him out of the way.
Massive spine buster.
Huge spine buster, rolls him through.
It's going back to the pedigree. That's a great one, too, if he can hit it. Michaels has got it hooked. And the drop straight down. That's got to be all. On the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Now what do? Bring out a cannon?
You have hit this man with every single thing that you got in your playbook. Power slam, Frankensteiner, 2 pedigrees, spine buster. You suplexed each other off the top rope, over the top rope. I don't understand what else that Michaels has got to do to keep Orlando's shoulders on the mat.
I don't know, but he's probably going through the Rolodex in his head. And you can see Orlando. It does not look like I don't even know how he kicked out of that, to be honest with you. It might have just been a convulsion. Even Michaels.
Just a muscle memory movement.
Michaels is just now angry that Orlando won't get up. He might not be able to get up.
Oh!
He was able to roll through. Maybe he was playing possum.
Right into that clover leaf.
Hooked him in the center of the ring. That is indeed, there's not really much that Michaels can do here.
Dead center of the ring. He's got it locked in. Michaels crawling.
He used his nails to pull across.
He is pulling his own hair out, determined not to give up.
Now biting on his finger, and this has got to be, though, you got to start thinking about the future.
Orlando Christopher sitting deep. He's just sitting right down on that lower back. Michaels almost there. Oh, look.
Orlando's pulled him back 3 times now. Michaels, he's just got to give up. Again, you got to think about the future at some point.
He's like, oh, and he made it to the rope.
Now it's Orlando who's got to be a little bit frustrated of how do I do anything else here to make this guy stop.
Both men are at the end of their wits here. I mean, Michaels has hit Orlando Christopher with every big move in the playbook, and he's kicked out. He literally just strapped, pulling that tape off of that shoulder.
Who needs kinesiology tape? It's Orlando.
Going up.
Somehow Michaels able to fight out of it. He's going for the pedigree 3rd time. Is it the charm? No, he's going to go again. On the reload. Wasting a lot of time. He's very impressed with himself.
No, what is going on?
He's going to use Orlando's move.
No.
No, he's going Razor's Edge.
What? Oh! The X Factor!
That is it. And Ryan Michaels has finally taken down Orlando Christopher.
Ryan Michaels getting the 3 count, taking out the X Factor driver.
Michaels!
It makes me think, though, that now that Michaels has finally gotten one, it's going to be Orlando who's probably not going to be able to let it go. He dropped him right on the top of his head.
What a picture-perfect driver. I mean, 3 pedigrees. 3 pedigrees. Picked him up. We all thought we were getting a 4th. And Michaels dug deep down in that playbook.
Like you said earlier, a much different version of Ryan Michaels, the darkest timeline he has entered. And he's still, we got to get him out of here. I mean, the match is over, guy. He just, I guess, wants Orlando to know, hey, I beat you.
Orlando Christopher.
Said the competitor, Orlando, is not going to, oh, he gave him a hand signal. Remember, this is sort of what led to this match. Michael's still.
He's still on edge here. He doesn't know if he truly wants to do it. There it is. The handshake, the respect that both of these men bring to each other.
But be honest, during the course of that match, that's not how you thought this was going to end.
No, you did not. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaels had to dig down to the darkest depths of himself to figure out a way to keep Orlando Christopher's shoulders on the mat.
He became a transformer, if you will, and found the version of himself that could get it done.
Optimus was not the way to go. The man had to turn into his own Megatron.
Proud of himself, but he picks up the win here at Chapter 22, day number 1.
Dude, hear me. Oh, here. That was a hard fought fight. He's got something for me. Give me a second. Hey, and that's for me and China. Oh, man, that was a lot. Oh, dude, pop. Me and the Miami go way back. I-75's Bluff Blast. This guy's a yap. Talking my ear off. And here we are. Gimmicks Incorporated. War Tag Team Champions. Got anything you want to say? Wait. It's all good. Bring it. Yeah, come on.
That sound can only mean one thing. It's coach time. Someone get this guy a job. I heard he's on suspension, actually. That's why he's here.
Well, here's a #1 draft pick. Besides the coach, let me tell you right now, Brandon Fields has been nothing but
Professional.
He's been absolutely outstanding the last few months here at War Wrestling. I think it's just the attitude change, you know? I mean, he has been absolutely aggressive. He's been just absolutely staying on his opponents. And tonight he gets a shot at the Respect Champion, Poison Appollo Starr. Somebody put these kids on a leash.
Those kids just running around here. They do not like Brandon Fields. Well, this is about as big of a mountain to climb, I think, as anybody has had tonight, because the Respect Championship comes with, well, you better lock in, because Appollo Starr has been a champion for a long time, and he's had 10 successful defenses. One of those beating Jacob Rose, who was the you pick a guy, I pick a guy for you to wrestle, and you know, didn't exactly go the way that Brandon Fields would have liked last month.
Nope. So here he comes, Apollo Starr dancing his way into the fans' hearts.
The other part about Apollo Starr is, name a title, he's probably won it. And not the fact that he's won it, but the fact that he doesn't just win titles. He wins and holds on to titles and puts a stranglehold on them. 600 days since the anniversary show of 2023 when he became a War Wrestling Respect champ.
Beating Jaxon.
The
Ladies and gentlemen,
well-traveled
our next
veteran.
match is for the War Wrestling Respect Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by...
Apparently we don't get a chance to hear the intros.
No.
Oh, not this guy. Can we get Ripper Blackheart on the phone to prevent this?
At this time, I need all of you toothless hillbillies to stand at your feet. I need all of you Lima losers to recognize the greatness that stands before you.
They do, Apollo Starr.
Standing at 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing in at 220 pounds of bad intentions, he is the Prince of Powell, Ohio. He is the #1 draft pick. He is the captain of the varsity team, and he will be the new War Respect Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the professional Brandon Fields.
You know, I don't know that Coach doesn't suffer from hypertension. They make pills. Lisinopril is a pill.
He's got his pressure socks on.
He should
so
probably,
okay.
that evens it out, yeah. He should probably look
And
into
now, ladies and
Lisinopril.
gentlemen, from the Rage Dojo by way of Buffalo, New York, he is the War Respect Champion. He is a Hall of Famer. He is Poison Apollo Starr.
You talk about a big fight feel. It is here.
10 successful title defenses for Apollo Starr. And he is looking to add at number 11 and put a professional stamp on the end of Mr. Fields. Apparently the Prince of Powell, which I cannot say 3 times fast. Successfully, anyways.
The Prince of Powell.
Prince of Powell or Prince of Powell?
Powell or Powell?
Powell, Ohio. That's where he's from.
Well,
Coach explained that.
Who's the king?
He's the prince, apparently. His guy said it. I didn't say it. So the Poison Apollo Starr said Buffalo, New York, Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out to Naptown. That is pretty much what raised him in the professional wrestling world.
Him and Hall of Famer Drew Skills.
Also, shout out to my dude Remy Wilkins, once upon a time part of the Soul Shooters. Still owes me for sushi.
Oh, all right.
So I'm not going to pay you back for that, but speaking of paybacks, Apollo trying to dole it out to Brandon Fields, who's had some not nice things to say about the War Wrestling Respect Champion.
Right now, I think Brandon Fields needs to just get this crowd out of his head, get back to the game plan or for whatever that the coaches gave him.
You know, the coach may be the worst official that we have in the Lima Land area, and that's really saying something.
You know, my cat Smokey would disapprove of the coach, to be honest with you.
So Apollo Starr continuing to stay in control, and you know, I don't know that this is what Fields wanted, because he felt like he had a good strategy coming in, but it's the old everybody has a plan until they get hip tossed out of the ring.
Exactly. Right now, it is really hard. I know Fields is a professional, but it is hard to really go toe-to-toe and move for move with Apollo Starr.
Well, and it kind of thought for thought, too, because Apollo, a cerebral wrestler, he picked Cody Jones, remember, to be at the spot as going right back in, and this is normally spelling disaster with these combos, but he picked Cody Jones, and I hate to say it, but Brandon Fields actually outsmarted really Cody Jones and Appollo sort of by dumb luck, as Appollo with the long 1 count because of the miscommunication and the feign of the chair shot with Cody Jones. But it just shows that he won the match historically.
Hey, Brandon Fields, he is a professional, but he understood the assignment. If you have to do anything, he had to do anything he had to do to get to tonight. That was the thing. He had to do whatever he had to do to get to the night, and that's what he did.
You know what? Appollo has to be a hard guy, I would think, to game plan for. This Fields shoots him off into the ropes. Ain't some soul for his trouble, but because he does so many things. I mean, we saw boxing, Muay Thai, his submissions. Now going high, it's not where he likes to go.
Cross body.
Just high enough. 1, 2, and just early on, the first 5 minutes in this match. But Apollo's feeling it.
Oh, I bet Brandon Fields is feeling it.
And the referee never saw any of that. It's a boot to the face of Apollo Starr.
That whistle, Big
wish he'd
Tommy
swallow
Chill would be losing his mind over that whistle right now, let me tell you.
I don't know how many people that coach has teed up, but I don't know that he exactly has the authority to do that. It's a massive elbow strike. That's going to take a lot more to put away a War Wrestling Hall of Famer.
I like what Brandon Fields is doing here. He's staying on top of him. He's not wasting any time.
Coach is getting the double birds. Oh, great comeback though by Fields. Appollo loves to go with that hook and spin, but Fields came back with a massive left-handed lariat.
I mean, you got to think Fields is probably for the last month has been watching endless amounts of tape on Apollo Starr, trying to figure out every little way he could reverse, any little way that he could get an upper hand. Because we all know once Apollo gets rolling, it's hard to stop him.
It's a runaway train, but
right now,
it's very hard to do anything if you can't see.
Fields right now, after that giant club to the back of the neck, he's got Apollo seeing stars.
Pun intended. So it's not Cassius either. We saw Cassius earlier on, and we'll see him in it tonight's semi-main event. It'll be a 4-on-4 with his team against the crew, but we still don't know what 4 members of the crew are going to be in that match. Just enough of the spine buster for Fields. 1, 2, and not a new respect champ this time around.
So close.
So Apollo back. The cameras have caught Coach just being Coach.
I notice the coach's strut's got a little bit slower.
Told you, he's got to go have his blood pressure checked out. Apollo.
Oh, wow. Did
just
you hear
being
that?
brutalized. I thought Fields was going to try to hang him up in the ropes. Fields, though, in full control. Apollo back to the boxer. Oh. It's a knee. A little shuck and jive, and Apollo. What's he got in mind here? Neck breaker.
Swinging neck breaker.
This is not what you want. You do not want to let Apollo get loose and start controlling this matchup of your Fields. Followed him in with a clothesline, and Apollo. Bad intentions. Here he goes again. Good night.
He's got Fields right where he wants him.
That is at least a triple on that swing. Apollo maybe looking for the gas chamber, trying to put away Brandon Fields. Looking for that same throw that he won with last month. Hooked a leg, and can we really get this guy out of here?
If I'm not mistaken, referee George threw him out last time.
I think he needs to throw him out this time. Apollo, just give him right to the face. Big right hand. distracted in Fields. Ooh.
You almost got everything you asked for.
And unfortunately, Coach almost got everything he didn't ask for.
The coach is one step away from wearing a copper fit.
I think Coach is one step away from the infirmary at this point. It's Appollo back in control. Now shoots Fields off into the corner. Good counter by Fields. Sends Appollo up and over, but Appollo, again, there's not a spot in this ring that he doesn't know how to get himself around her. And again, just the blatant interference now. Coach is not even trying to hide it.
Referee George is doing absolutely nothing. Giant hip toss.
All the way to the center of the ring like he's Jock Sampson back in the day here in War Wrestling.
Oh. This could be it.
You can see it, Appollo, eyes glazed over. Ripcord lariats. That might be the new champion. 1, 2, and no! There were 3 whistle blows, but we only needed 2 of them.
The coach is an overachiever.
Well, that's what he thinks about his prize student. This will go.
Hey, the #1 draft pick, I've said this before, if I was going to create a stable and I had to think of guys to have in it, Brandon Fields would be right there. I mean, Brandon Fields is impressive. I mean, heck, we watched him kick a mime off a balcony, for God's sakes.
I got to be honest with you, I think Apollo Starr would be pretty high on that list as well.
Oh, I'm not taking anything away from Apollo when it would come to be creating a stable.
Not sure Apollo knows where he's at after that first lariat. Fields hit the second one. This match is over. It's taken a long time to get there, though. Apollo able to fight himself back to his feet. Fields made a mistake, and he paid right on the top of his head. That's 1. This is usually a 3-part symphony for Apollo. The third one isn't fancy. It's usually just him kicking you in the face. There on that spinning kick, and again, enough with this guy already. Apollo Starr should still be the reigning respect champion. And down, eat that, Coach. Whoa. Someone, I'd say we need a doctor, but Fields with a low blow. He didn't even try to hide it.
Hey, taking full advantage of the referee not paying attention.
They're going to send a doctor over there, or I don't know, a medical student or something for Coach. Hey, we need help. Hey, guys.
Call an AARP.
It's a massive clothesline. That, though, wrist control by Fields. I like when the photographers come back, they just walk around him. Second time around, ripcord. Oh no! And the side slam, and Apollo 1 and 2, and Fields 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you
to the winner.
reigning new respect champion.
Nearly a 2-year run for Apollo Starr. He got shysted out of one here. And Brandon Fields, again, they say by hook or by crook, he doesn't care. He's got that beautiful, shiny title.
This is a man that's going to do anything and everything to get that belt around his waist. He took full advantage of the referee being totally focused on Coach, and you've seen that it paid off. The man is your new War Respect champion.
Meanwhile, someone might want to tell Coach, as you see him trying to, it's like a turtle at this point. Just wheel him out, please. What an impressive showing for the new World Wrestling Respect champion. Coach said it. He said this guy's going to be the new champ, and my golly, he is. Brandon Fields.
And Brandon Fields, like I said, he was smart enough. He had all the ring awareness to know that the ref was not paying attention. Yes, he did hit a low blow, but hey, the ref didn't see it.
Still to come, survival of the fittest, the War Wrestling Championship, and a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And more ladies wrestling coming up here in just a minute. But right now, you feel for Apollo Starr. If you have any modicum of emotion as a human being right now, the way that one ended.
Right. Can you get you for a second? You've been going at it for hand up once. You finally shook his hand. You finally got it.
I feel I needed that this last 4 months more than ever. I told them, I've told anybody that was going to listen. There was the more to Lando, as good as he is, pushed me to a level that I usually keep reserved for something special. I needed that tonight. Not so much for me. I just wanted to know in this moment. I'm Orlando.
What's next for right back?
I'll just get my mind. Guess we're going to have to come back next month. We're all going to find out.
Ryan Michaels, I'm Tyler Crow. This is more. Back to you.
Earlier in the show, I said we have an amazing women's division here in War Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next
This is going
match
to prove
scheduled
it. This is
for
going to be
one
a
fall.
banker of a match in
Introducing
Leela
first
Feist.
from Los Angeles,
Taking on Paloma
California,
Starr.
the Divine Dream, Leela Feist.
You know, Steve, we saw kind of how this match came to be last month. Paloma Starr taking on Storm Garcon. And it was only after the interference from this young lady that match kind of comes to be. Paloma on the wrong side of the winning purse, but she did not react well to it. And the Sriracha Muchacha is ready to fight here tonight.
Hey, you know, you want to make yourself known. You want to make yourself like a good presence. You go after one of the top dogs. And she came right out and she knew exactly what she was doing. And, you know, helped Storm Garcon get the win. But she had to know that Paloma was not going to let that go easy.
The former War Wrestling Women's Champion. One half of the very first anniversary show main event featuring two women here in War Wrestling. She and Heather Owens went to actual war in a cage in this building. I might have said backstage earlier today that I needed some hot sauce for the food that we were given. And she said, I got you. I always carry at least one bottle. That right there makes her good people. I think she just gave some out to that youngster. She has got, she's not screwing around. The Scoville units are pretty high on that bottle.
Well, you know what? The Scoville units are going to go through the roof here because Paloma is about to take it. No, she's drinking it.
This is, again, you know, Leela, you can just see the disdain that she has for Paloma Starr. And, you know, you talked about it, about taking it to the limit, taking on the top competition. And you know, that's how you make your name. But this is, I think how it goes is I ain't nobody to be messed with.
Exactly. You know, we always talk about, you know, the men, they want to step up. They got to step up to people like Matt Taylor, Brandon Day. Well, in the women's division here, this is one of them that you step to if you're trying to hit a measuring stick.
Well, and also Paloma Starr trying to show, you know, she's already established here as Leela. Beautiful takedown. but already established trying to get back to Shawna Reed. They fought over jackets, they fought over titles, but right now the respect, not feeling like it's there for Paloma from Leela, but wanting to get back to Shawna Reed. That's the goal in 2025 for Paloma Starr.
And with all the new and up-and-coming females here in War Wrestling, the goal is to get to Shawna. But you got to go through people like Paloma, possibly Harley Fairfax, maybe Heather Owens if she shows up. These are the names that you have to go through to get to Shawna Reed in that War Women's title.
Paloma saying in her own version, please don't make me come out there and get you. Why were you staying on the floor? Leela took the shortcut and it paid off. You talk about the hardest part of the ring on the apron, and twice now Paloma has had her face rearranged on it.
Leela getting Paloma back in there. Taking a little too long to get in, but she needs to stay on Paloma.
So that's kind of what I was thinking,
the
too.
best she can.
Saw Leela last month, too, lose to McQueen, and that was a huge back and forth. Kind of got caught on the wrong side of a neck breaker and took the old 3-second tan.
You can see right now,
I don't know what Leela is explaining.
I think Joe Kopaz just telling her to watch the hair.
Immovable object and all that. Right now, stuck in the corner, and Paloma trying to work back out there. Repeated punches.
They're
not fancy, but effective. Paloma, Leela's in a world of hurt. You can do a lot of bad things from this position, but able to fight herself back out, and knees buckle. It's a club to the back of the head.
Driving that forehead right down to that. Oh, big back senton to the back of Paloma.
I don't know if that's enough. 1 and 2. Kind of barely a 2 count at this point.
Leela just needs to stay on her. Quit worrying about arguing with Joe.
So Leela, 5'6", just a year in. The Divine Drama. Partial training in that White River Wrestling Academy by a common theme, our man Jake Owen again.
Jake Owen is one heck of a talent, and I can only imagine being trained by him and what he's producing up there at that school.
Oh! I think right there, that's, for me, there are a handful of names in the Midwest. Troop Martini, Cody Hawk. These are guys that you immediately get that kind of stamp. Brandon Day is doing a lot of great things with his training academy and the Unchained Pro Wrestling Academy, but that White River is producing some terrific athletes, and right now she's going to have to kind of draw back to what maybe Jake taught her about fighting back against a veteran like Paloma.
And I will say big shout out to Cody. That is who taught me the arts of being a good ref.
Leela, she has absconded with the sriracha bottle. Paloma threatening to use it. Remember, she was once hit in the face by Heather Owens with a banana. So any kind of crazy thing could happen in one of these matches.
And I watched Paloma put her fist between 2 slices of bread and punch Carson Drake in the mouth.
To be fair, a lot of people want to punch Carson Drake in the mouth. He was here and had a lot of success. Unsuccessfully challenged for the World Wrestling title, but
hey, he stole but he was world champion for a hot second.
Well,
oh, big
Leela,
death
though.
crash. Here we go, Leela.
Paloma just dismissed her. Now Leela, I don't know where she's going, but Paloma was in the center of the ring and a high cross body. 1 and 2 and 3. As close as you can get. There's that slice of bread from Joe Kopaz. Saw him backstage and he was still telling me about the first supper. Every time I see him.
I mean, he did ref David and Goliath, so I mean.
Who do you think, I've heard him say, who do you think gave him the idea for the slingshot? I asked him what George Hackenschmidt was like one day. A swing and a miss from Leela and a full head of steam. Not quite a cross body, but effective again. Paloma just kind of, we talked about trains. Choo-choo. Right back over Leela. Hook in the leg. That's it. No.
Leela finding a way to kick out.
Leela
Paloma obviously did a lot of damage with those kind of like flying forearm takedowns.
in
big
a
sit
world
down.
of hurts. And Paloma again, just big move after big move. 1, 2. So now, I didn't see what happened, but it looked like Paloma, as she's trying to fight out of that, Leela pulled her hair. Stopping. Oh, looking for maybe an arm drag, but I think Paloma's angry, and you wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Nope, you pull her hair, she's going to pull yours.
Spine buster.
Oh, big spine buster.
A one-hand takedown. Normally that's it. That's a big move. 1, 2.
Oh, and Leela kicked out.
Paloma said, Joe, this close, right? He said, that's fine, but that's not 3. Paloma says,
Oh,
we are done. 1, 2 on the backbreaker, and I don't know, somehow Leela bridged out of that. Now Paloma on the roll-up. Still just barely a 2 count, but Leela now. This is pretty much broken down. Goes for her own cover. Up on the shoulders. Paloma says, I got her.
that's the second
She
time
did
she's
not.
went to that.
Right back in that kick to the gut. Looking. I think she was going to try to slice some of that bread we were talking about. Paloma, though, is the 3rd time the charm.
Oh, big Samoan drop.
Bang. 1, 2, 3. Extra leverage to make sure she got the pin this time.
Ladies and
Comes
gentlemen,
a 2 and end with a Paloma Starr victory.
Paloma Starr.
Paloma getting a little bit of revenge.
Now you see what kind of momentum that potentially builds for Paloma, and you feel like we're headed towards the inevitability of she chasing Shawna Reed.
Paloma, I even know pulls out the victory here tonight.
Look at Leela. She got threatened by the Sriracha and just took off.
Like a Sherpa guiding his warrior up the Himalayas. It happened. Tonight, the professional Brandon Fields is now the War Respect Champion. Talk to him, champion.
Appollo, men like you might have been the ones who built the foundation of this company, but it's going to be men like me, along with the coach, who are going to build its future. I am now the War Respect Champion, and I'm going to be one of the greatest respect champion of all time.
Yeah.
This next match is called Survival of the Fittest. When you are pinned, you must leave the match. This will continue until all members of a team are eliminated.
Well, you are finally going to get your answer. Who are the 4 members of the crew that we're going to see here tonight?
Of course, the crew love to take their time. This all stems from earlier on in this event where you can go back and look at it. And Crash Jaxon was ganged up on, really. I don't know any other way to say it, because the crew feels like that he owes them some money.
Team 1 in Survival
Apparently,
of the
Crash
Fittest.
Jaxon was supposed to do a hit job for Gino.
No
Took the
shame,
money
Jimmy
and split and
Shane.
didn't do the job.
The Thunderbird
Gino
Jacx.
wanted that money back in his pocket.
The War Women's Champion, Shawna Reed. Tom Hamilton. And Tino DiCapo.
Look at the crew there in full form tonight.
And it pretty much, I think they get that name because everybody looks at them and says, oh, that's a crew.
Somebody get a leash on these kids. Holy jeez.
Oh, their parents.
Somebody get a hold of these kids. Back up. If I had a can of Lysol, I'd spray this kid right in the face.
call your security team that helps you to your car and
Right
find
here.
your cat.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Kids.
One of these is not like the others.
But somehow they make it work, let me tell you.
You know, and what's crazy about it is if you go up in Northeast Ohio and you look at Ohio Championship Wrestling, this group is kind of, that's the genesis of how they come together, because this is a group that has trained and fought against each other and fought side by side, and they found out that they have a common dislike of, well, pretty much everyone who's not in the group.
Jaxon!
And we've commented numerous times about the attitude change in Shawna Reed ever since she started traveling getting around the world. She has brought back a whole different arrogance to herself since she's came back to the world wrestling.
Well, again, if you go back and you look in the last year, the pride of Atlanta, Ohio, and World of Thrill, once upon a time, two-time tag team champions with Jimmy Shane, and they were rolling and things were good. Jimmy came down, he'd party, they'd hit the clubs, they'd have a good time. He'd head back to Northeast Ohio, or Florida, wherever his jet took him, I don't know. But things kind of changed, and miscommunications, and kind of the end of that, and Jimmy's whole attitude changed. He stabbed Will in the back. Sort of, Jimmy indirectly cost him the tag team titles, but he came back to this whole thing, and then Jimmy found, well, really some folks who are as miserable as he is, and there's Ripper Blackheart again. So we still don't know who the four are.
Okay. Jimmy, that's your team, those four. Are you sure? All right, anyone not involved in this match is banned from ringside!
That may be the best sentence I've ever heard Ripper Blackheart utter.
You, Jimmy!
So right now, Jimmy Shane has to go take a trip to the back and watch his crew.
Jimmy, onto the back.
He's gonna threaten Ripper with the Shane chain.
Go
This has
ahead.
not gone well for
You'll
him in
be
the
on
past.
unemployment line. You can either go in the back right now, or your career of war is done. Right here, right now.
Adios.
Your choice, big boy.
That is one heck of a stipulation. It's either watch it from the monitor in the back, or pack your bags and the crew is one member less.
So the crew represented by the former War Wrestling Tag Team Champions in the Wise Guys and Thunderbird Jake Ely, and the War Wrestling Women's Champion at Shawna Reed. Now it's just a Donnybrook.
Yeah, now we just got a whole bunch of hockey fights going on.
So you have Will in one corner with Tommy. You've got Gino being pummeled right now by Cassius. Crash and Jake Ely on one corner, and Paris just raining down right hands to the noggin of Shawna Reed in the other corner.
Poor Jake Ely, you know, I understand he's excited, he wanted to jump the gun.
Here comes Paris again.
But I think he picked the wrong guy.
Picked a whole lot of dude, and that was a whole lot of dumb on his part. So Paris took out 3/4 of the crew. Yeah, Jimmy Shane banned as Paris now.
I don't think she's done.
I don't think that she is either. Thinking, oh, good night, Jake. What? I don't know what the hell is going on with Jake Ely.
Apparently,
what is wrong with him?
I think Jake Ely wants her to do it again.
Oh, crash!
Oh, guy!
Give it to him, big man! That's probably not what he was looking for. I can't repeat what they're chanting right now. Something about holy and sheep, I think.
Oh, now your match officially starts.
Remember, the survival of the fittest is an elimination, so this could theoretically end 4-on-1.
You can go 4-on-1. You end up with 2-on-2. The numbers here, you want to maybe try to get a pin early. Get
Tommy.
a pin early. That way you can get those number games up.
Tommy giving out an Irish-style beating right now on Crash Jaxon.
Look at that.
He's trying to break his ankle. But remember, with that 5 count, and I'm not quite sure that the referee wants anything to do with this, and Shawna just stomping away, trying to end the mobility of Crash Jaxon.
Shawna Reed putting the boots to that whole lot of dude.
But remember, if you get disqualified, if the referee would count to 5, your team, you would be eliminated from your team as the Wise guys making a wise move. Wow. Big cartwheels.
Oh!
And 600 pounds in the face of Crash Jaxon. He's got to be done. 1 and 2, and he might have had a convulsion to get him out of that one.
I mean, there was a whole lot of dudes smashing into a whole lot of dude. But we watched him take Beastman to the limit.
That was 2 lot of dudes.
It might need a little bit more to keep him down.
You know, what's fascinating to me by the way this match goes is you have the one referee, and there's so much, headbutt, outside action, so to speak, that there's going to have to be a lot of, good Lord, a lot of outside discretion.
Here comes the human highlight reel. Cassius Starr. Oh!
I don't know what you call that, but effective. Ely might be still wondering what the hell happened in the corner earlier on. It's the up and under.
Big double drop kick there. I don't think Cassius quite got all of it.
Soul Thrillers in control, and still Jake Ely wondering, how do I fly out of this match right now?
Right now, it looked like Cassius is lining up for something. Jake Ely smartly trying to roll out of the way. Big standing shooting star.
Jake, the former OCW Heritage Champion for quite a long time. It's a well-respected singles guy, and you know he's had some issues kind of with his tag team partners over the years. I don't know how much you can trust anybody in the crew, to be honest.
Well, you know, as much as oh my God, that was a snap cutter. Wow.
That was after he made him eat defeat, and Jake Ely, you might just want to wave the white flag at this point. Nothing is about to go your way. Cassius is a long way from the middle of the ring, though. Shawna
Reed
with a referee now with his back turned, and the Wise guys, what are they looking for? 3D? Good night, Nurse. Shawna, of course, in to clean up the scraps. 1, 2, and 3.
Shawna getting the first win here for the crew.
Eliminated.
And remember, anybody can fight anybody in this matchup. As you've just seen, Shawna with the pin. She wants to fight Will the Thrill, but so does Tommy. It's not a secret what these guys have had against each other.
Will the Thrill without his tag team partner, Cassius.
Oh, he's got Paris and a whole lot of dude behind him. Straight right hands from the pride of Bath High School.
Oh.
You can tell Tommy was not thrilled. I do not like it when you punch me in the face.
No, sir. You talk about a massive size difference.
I was just going to say, what do you think, 150 pounds different between the two of them?
You talk about... You talk about just absolute bullying Will the Thrill.
Gino's kind of looking for a river to dump Will in right now. A high back elbow. See, the biggest part of that, too, though, Steve, is the speed that Will came off the ropes. He sort of launched himself into the elbow inadvertently.
You won't see a bigger man like Gino that can move like you, let me tell you. Gino moves very well for a big man.
I honestly would say he and Tommy both are in the vein of the guy who trained Gino DiCapo and Sherman Tank. That's who they remind me a lot of, and Will, perhaps fighting on instinct, able to take Tommy down. But I think Gino, before he kind of turned his back on his mentor, learned a lot about how to work as a bigger guy from Tank.
Oh, talk about a tank. Crash Jaxon just running through everybody at the moment.
The tank plant is right down the road here in Lima, but you gotta feel like you've been hit by 3 or 4 of them. But Crash just decimating the Wise Guys. Got him!
Oh!
Wow. How many times you see that right there?
You don't see too many people taking Tommy and Gino off their feet like the way Crash just did. Oh!
Beautiful suplex, and now on the cover 1, 2, and 3, and we're back to even at 3-3.
Hamilton has been eliminated.
So amazingly, there's 1 match yet to go. The violence level has continued to increase. There's still, you see the War Wrestling Championship above the ring. Crash Jaxon. An elbow to the face. That'll be it for Gino. 1, 2, and 3. So in a span of 2 minutes, Crash Jaxon is eliminated the 4 War Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Which you can tell right now they haven't left.
Look at the look on his face.
Tommy didn't even.
Who's next?
Tommy didn't even get out of the ring, and Gino got pinned.
And remember, this all started because Jimmy Shane was eliminated from this match by River Blackheart before it started. Oh, and a 3D behind. Nothing you could do about it. They're not even in the match anymore. Now, whoever's legal, of course, it's the Vulture, the War Wrestling Women's Champion.
Well, like a Vulture, she's about to take flight.
Oh!
Oh, big back senton. 2, 3.
Crash.
And the Wise Guys on their way out stopped the help to make sure that they couldn't get in to put an end to that pin. Well, that was unnecessary.
Shawna Reed.
So Will the Thrill and Paris McQueen against the War Wrestling Women's Champion in Shawna Reed and Thunderbird Jake Ely. The slap was not appreciated. It's just a series of misfires. And Shawna, beautiful takedown.
Giving the old lasers right to Will, tagging in the Thunderbird.
So it's turned into a, what is this? The Thunderbird's gonna fly. Down goes Will in the double team maneuver, but still, he's been beaten pillar to post, and he's able to kick out at 2.
That's one thing right there. He's got that Lima pride. He ain't gonna go down easy.
Not in front of his hometown fans.
Jake
Got
Ely with
stuck.
a nice slide through.
Ely had the right idea, has that wrist control, but Will able to fight right back and straight rights to the face. Ely might fly his way home right now. Will.
Oh, big kick to the midsection.
Well, pump kick and the insecurity as well. That's enough. We're done here. Looking to slice some bread on the Thunderbird up to the corner, and
throws him
Ely
off.
able to fight out of it.
Ducks underneath.
On the backslide, 1, 2, 3. And it's down to Will the Thrill and Paris McQueen against Shawna Reed. And do you think this backfires for the crew?
I don't think the crew.
Oh, come on.
Oh. The crew always has a plan.
Shawna just able to utilize that plan for the 3 count.
Eliminated.
So now it's about statements. You talked about in the last match. We went over the list about people that maybe are in line for Shawna Reed, but Paris McQueen on that list. And if you can win this one, she'll go for the roll-up. That might be it. 1, 2, 3, and she got her.
Shawna Reed has been
She just left her
eliminated.
tag partner.
The survival of the Fittest, Paris McQueen.
Paris McQueen is the sole survivor, but she takes down the head of the crew.
You know, I was almost getting ready to say, when you said I don't think the crew they're playing for this, I said the crew always has a plan. I was going to say I think it's going to backfire on the Ripper Blackheart, but no.
I think that plane just went up in smoke.
I am so sick of being the biggest person! When all of you look at Paloma Starr, you may see a halo, but I see the horns. You guys didn't notice that look in her eye when she held that sriracha bottle above me, okay? And she definitely pulled my tights again. I deserve a rematch! Where are you? Where are you? What?
You see this?
Yeah, I see them.
You still have this.
Of course I still
That's
have
it.
Of course, I'm forever champion. I'll always have it. Paris, give it back to me. Paris, McQueen, you think that you just gave yourself a name? You think that people think you're relevant now? Ha! Funny. Because Paris, I am the forever World Women's Champion. I am a 2-time World Women's Champion, and I am still the longest World Women's Champion. And if you think you just etched your name in the history books of World Wrestling, you think New Year, New Me? No. Paris, this is still my division. I am Shawna Reed. I am the forever World Women's Champion. You're looking at a real queen. So bow down, bitch.
That's what I want to hear.
The year is 2025. You know what that means? It means it's the year of a whole lot of dude, Crash Jaxon. It's the year of a whole lot of champion, Crash Jaxon. My sights are set. The goals are written down. The New Year's resolutions have already started. And by the end of 2025, Crash Jaxon will be holding his hand up high with gold around his waist. I've got your number, Beastman. I hope you're ready. Because no matter what, it's the year of a dude, Crash Jaxon.
Shawna, I warned you that I was going to get my hands on you and I was going to make you pay. And you were pinned for the first time after 2 years by me. But you know what? That isn't good enough. What I want from you now is I want your title, which I believe, by all means, I earned my shot again tonight. So Shawna, I'm going to talk to the World Wrestling officials and I'm going to make this happen. I want you, I want your title next month, and I will make sure you hail.
The first contestant that can climb up and retrieve the championship belt will be the War Heavyweight Champion. And of course, tables and chairs are also legal for this match.
Main event time here at Chapter 22, day number 1. It is the War Wrestling Championship. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my! Beastman and Jezebel Jackson Black.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Wait a
For the
second.
War Heavyweight
Sporting
Championship.
a familiar look here.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Jaxon Black.
Wait a second.
From deepest, darkest West Virginia.
That look and that outfit.
Big Japan Pro
We've seen
Wrestling.
this look before.
King
This is the look that she's
Husk.
playing
The
mind
War
games with
Heavyweight
Matt
Champion.
Taylor.
Beastman.
Beastman from deepest, darkest West Virginia, the Mammoth War Wrestling Champion, has got the guiding light. And those kids apparently are telling Jexy she's number 1.
So I need to get a candle, put a shot collar on these kids. I'm tired of it. They gotta be out of rate. They gotta be out of their.
I'm pretty sure that there are going to be some folks that would like to talk to you after this show is over from Child Protective Services.
My kids are perfectly
The
fine.
remarks of Steve are not the remarks of War Wrestling, I think is how that goes. But look at Jexy, she is really proud of herself right now. even down to the headband. But speaking of things that tick her off, the former War Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, former Respect Champion, put a title up, he'll win it. In the Dark Star, Matt Taylor, who has a long, long rivalry. Some good, some bad, with Jexy Black, and it's manifesting itself here tonight in his outing with Beastman.
And the challenger, Dark Star, Matt Taylor!
Matt Taylor made a promise that he was going to destroy everything Jaxon built.
He was very poignant with that after the show last month. Check it out on social media and War Wrestling, or watch the Valor Media YouTube and watch Road to Nowhere. But he was very explicit as he made his point. He said, I cost you everything. I will cost you everything. And Jexy said, bring it. She called him some names. But Matt Taylor said, I will cost you the Tag Team Championship. Done. I will cost you the Respect Championship, or the opportunity to be Respect Champion. Done. I will cost you the thing you hold most dear, the War Wrestling Heavyweight title. It's hanging 15 feet above the ring. He's 2 for 2 so far, but he's got a 400-pound reason why he might not get it done tonight.
You know, I've watched these two go at it quite a few times. And when you start adding elements to what these two are capable of doing to each other, it gets real nasty real quick.
You're giving them a green light for mayhem.
Yes, you are.
That is the greenest of lights. There is no yellow, there is no red. There is no shade of gray for the violence that will be inflicted here tonight on either Matt Taylor and, right into the super kick. Caught just enough of it to stagger the War Wrestling Champion.
And the Mammoth Bone is completely legal in this match.
Taylor got away, but Beastman straight right.
But you also do have to remember, there are no rules. There are there's no countouts, no pinfalls.
Beastman.
And Jaxie still has, even though they weren't successful tonight, she still has 2 wild cards up her sleeve. Oh, jeez.
Splash, Banzai. And remember, there's no pinfall. Beastman asking referee George, hey, 1, 2, 3. This match would be over. He just squashed the Dark Star, and I think now it is being explained in whatever it is Beastman speaks. Hey, Huss, no pinfall, sir. Maybe you should go down there and tell him, Steve.
No, I'll be all right. I can tell him from up here.
I don't think it's working. I think you should go down there and tell him.
I don't think anybody wants.
He might try to eat you. I guess.
Okay, well, it's raining chairs.
Well,
I think he's trying to hit.
2.
I think he's trying to hit the belt down.
I'm not quite sure that he understands what is happening, but the worst part about it is, let's see if he can get it the third time. Oh, he did hit the belt. Ding, ding.
You don't win a prize until you get up there and get it.
He's taking seats from the folks in the front row and just trying to decimate the belt. Taylor full head of steam.
But that is
Beastman down.
All the antics and throwing chairs gave Matt Taylor some time to get himself together.
And he rang his bell. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, though. It did not seem to phase him as a ham hock to the face.
I mean, it's probably just like...
Oh, Jesus.
It probably just
he
gave him...
swung. He didn't hit him.
He just put a giant bear claw up and knocked it back down. Oh, yeah.
Field goal is good. 3
Yeah,
points
right in the old
rewarded.
twig and berries. Oh!
They're just pissing him off, Matt. Beastman with a choke slam on the apron. What do you do right now if you're Matt Taylor? You've done nothing but anger the War Wrestling Champion. There he goes again. Do we have to put a disclaimer on this show? I think cannot throw a chair up there.
I think everybody understands, the rules here except for Beastman.
You know, I got to be honest with you. I'm afraid he might try to throw Matt Taylor up there.
I wouldn't put it past him at this point.
He's going to destroy the landscape here in this building. It's Beastman. Oh no. He can't be thinking.
Oh, he's got a full head of steam.
Taylor in the up and over. So
good luck finding your seat.
Now the problem is, if Taylor, I thought Taylor was going to maybe try to go to the top and just get the belt, but you can tell it is not about necessarily that title. It's about inflicting everything. And Beastman's swinging at little kids. What is wrong with him? It's a home run. Beastman's chasing kids to security now. He's out of control. He just swung on a kid.
Matt Taylor swiftly comes over there.
Oh, Taylor with another home run, but it just staggered the War Wrestling Champion. Look, meanwhile, who's hiding on the other side of the ring.
Well, she has completely lost all control of Beastman. All control.
I don't know what Taylor is thinking about building here, but he apparently now has taken over Matt Taylor Construction. It's the War Wrestling Champion and the former War Wrestling Champion squaring off as Taylor trying to figure out where Beastman went. He took the high road and went the other way.
Well, if you didn't pay for a floor seat, this is the time to sneak in. We're scattered everywhere. We don't know who's sitting where.
Taylor found one of the ladders. Beastman found the table that Taylor was playing with earlier. So remember, you have to get to the top and grab the title. You can't throw chairs at it.
I mean, what if he would have knocked it down?
That was my question, too.
And it would have fell right in Matt Taylor's hands.
Can you imagine? You're just laying there and the belt just falls down to you?
Yeah, I know.
So Taylor... Again, another strike. It's like he's at a Columbus Clippers game, just down there throwing strikes. So Taylor with that long ladder.
Oh, that right there. Whoa!
That is
smashed
not...
his fingers.
Beastman with a swing, and he... Guess we're going to get dueling chairs now.
Right off of Beastman's forehead.
Taylor, this is his chance. Beastman is down in the quarter. Matt Taylor seconds away from regaining the World Wrestling Championship. Just got two more ladders, or two more rungs, and Jaxon did she just throw the book? Quite literally threw the book. Matt Taylor, just get the title, Matt. Forget everything else. Nope, Taylor realized Beastman now stalking him.
Oh, coming down hard on that left knee, that right knee, sorry. Just squashing him.
Oh, Beastman is a face full of red right now. Beastman's just going to try to place Taylor in the corner. I don't know that he saw Taylor get out of the way, essentially creating his own havoc. Beastman able to shield most of that throw, but he's already worse for wear. Taylor now with a full head of steam. Comes up to the quarter. Beastman set him up and over. Matt having to rest on that table. Beastman straight right hand. Taylor on wobbly legs.
Whoa.
Oh no, Matt flat on his back. The World Wrestling Champion heading for Punishment City. Oh no.
No, not just from the edge. He's going up to the second rope.
Beastman does not fly. That big guy is not meant to fly, and down he goes.
You don't understand. An average human being going through a table, absolutely ludicrous, but well over 300-plus pound man crashing down through a table.
Now Taylor's got to be able to finish this one off. Beastman now stirring, but, you know, Jexy has the book in her hand. She threw it at Matt a couple of minutes ago, but look at the table just, well, all right, I guess the good book will get you. Just riddled with Beastman's blood.
Jexy Black sliding in and distracting Matt Taylor just for enough time. Oh!
Still trying to rip that table apart. It's again the part that he's trying to get on. Well, never mind, he just hit himself in the face with it.
Just headbutted himself.
Matt's got to find a way to get himself back at, you know, Beastman, I would think, does not have a lot of experience climbing ladders.
He didn't even know we had to use ladders in this match.
Well, he's going to have to figure it out, but he might be thinking more about inflicting more punishment on Matt Taylor. Huss. Oh, now he's figured it out after he's been screamed at. He's going to use the ladder to take it down. Maybe not in the way that it was intended. He just doesn't understand.
Oh.
I am amazed. Beastman. Oh, Taylor is in trouble. Oh! I am the table.
It went through the mat. It literally went through the mat.
Oh, Beastman up top, and I am the Beastman. Down goes Matt Taylor, and again, the World Wrestling Champion looking for a pinfall. It might be, you said down through the mat, but it might be down through Matt's kidneys at this point as Beastman.
Joe Lopez better be careful. He's getting a little too close for comfort there.
Beastman will try to eat him. So I guess we're back to Huss as a broken Matt Taylor lays in the corner of the ring. Beastman asking, do you guys think I should climb up there? Oh, no!
Whoa, whoa!
Oh, Jesus! The ricochet of that chair, I guess thankful for the piece of the table that's behind Matt Taylor, he's taking that to the back of the head. Now Jexy fighting with a ladder. Trying to explain. He might just send her up there. He's scared.
Oh!
And went from Macho Man and Elizabeth to straight doom.
Just dumped Jexy Black right on top of Matt Taylor.
He got his comeuppance, I guess. And, you know, Beastman might not be stable on this ladder. His size of gentlemen are not meant to climb that side of the ladder.
Listen, I am not a small guy by any means. And I know once you get when you get up to a certain height, those knees start knocking, body starts shaking. You don't know what to do. We ain't meant to be that high.
So Taylor all the way up to the top, both guys. And if someone has set up this ladder, Steve, we're going to need to call a doctor because they are both way up there. And I've got to imagine Beastman is not exactly a friend of heights.
Oh.
He has not gotten cheated, though, from getting up there as Taylor, both guys just teeing off on one another. Current World Wrestling Champion just throwing bricks into the face of Matt Taylor, who's down. Beastman, though, on wobbly legs.
Whoa! That amount of weight coming down on your knees.
Jexy now running for the hills. Matt Taylor was not even paying attention to her. He was looking for more plunder.
There's plenty of it laying around here.
They're going to have to be a massive attempt for a cleanup crew after this event is over because there is just litter everywhere. Jaxon now, after being used as essentially a projectile, able to get herself back up, but Taylor's got at least 2 different tables, and it's something crazy in mind here.
Not to mention, I don't think Beastman knows where he's at, but I think he understands.
I think Jaxon's trying to hustle him back to his feet. Oh, take a seat. You're not supposed to use it that way, though, face first. And I would be questioning what the 20-year veteran Matt Taylor has in mind here.
That is one sturdy-looking table.
There was a conference room that is about to be super upset their table is missing and in pieces.
That table screams, ouch.
Beastman just wearing out that chair. Taylor with a boomstick to the back of the head. Oh, again, just woke up the sleeping champion, and I fear for what happens next. I'm not even going to lie. Taylor roly-poly across the front half of that table. Beastman bleeding profusely, and that table did not, look at it, it doesn't even bow.
No, it does not. Kudos to the company that made that bad boy.
I need 6 of those tables right now. Beastman with Matt Taylor up on the shoulders.
Whoa!
Table now wobbling.
Oh my God!
Oh, I am the table.
Oh my God!
He not only, I think Matt Taylor's head hit the corner of that table.
I was just going to say, I think Matt Taylor caught the worst of that as he fell off Beastman's shoulders. He went right on the lower part of his shoulder blades and neck, right off the edge of that table.
I'm pretty sure Matt Taylor thinks he's somewhere in Columbus right now.
I'm really surprised that Matt Taylor can move his legs after that.
Beastman. Look at that, just, I can't get over the table though. Just Taylor.
I mean, if you want to talk about a table that's massively big man certified.
Yeah, I'm calling those people on Monday and buying at least 6 of those tables. So Matt Table, yeah, that's his name now. And he just spiked him.
Yes, spiked Beastman.
There's a piece of that table that broke earlier. Beastman was bleeding profusely, but Matt Taylor down.
Oh, God!
It did not move. Dude, Botchamania would have a field day with that table.
Look, what is referee George trying to... What is Taylor doing?
He's pogo sticking with the table. He's trying to change the height of that table, but
whoa!
Or excuse me, change the height of the ladder, but how the hell is Beastman able to get to his feet?
That is the greatest table of all tables.
Oh, table. Remember, a couple of years ago in this building, from nearly the same corner he's perched at right now, Matt Taylor went double stomp off the top of a cage to Ripper Blackheart. I'm pretty sure he's in a quandary right now. Do I finish Beastman or do I grab the World Wrestling Championship?
Oh!
Unfortunately, I don't think neither came to be. That table is not nearly the one that was as strong as the other. But here comes Taylor again. High up top. Down with a double stomp.
Where in the hell did we get this table? Those are the stiffest tables I have ever seen.
A full head of hair of Matt Taylor for Jexy Black, who right now... Oh, boomstick! Good night, Jexy.
Thank God she didn't go through Rick's table.
Rick left a long time ago. Wait, Amos is here, and it's turned into a 3-on-1. Well, it was a 3-on-1. Well, it's about a 6-on-1 because look at the size of Kronos and also the War Wrestling Champion.
Oh!
He caught in the shoulder. Spin move and I'm now for the boomstick to send out the former War Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and I stress former because Matt Taylor had a hand in making sure they weren't. Taylor's just got to be wondering, what do I have to do?
It's like they come at you like cockroaches. You get rid of them, they come right back.
And if Matt Taylor was looking for backup, it is on its way. Oh, no, it's not. It's the Crew. I thought maybe he was going to get some help. But remember, in the elimination match, the Survival for the Fittest, it was Jimmy Shane who was eliminated from the beginning of that match before his team ever started. But he's back and he seems angry now. And it is a 7-on-1. Jimmy Shane and Matt Taylor have had their issues over the years, but this is just, wait a second. What the hell?
Jimmy Shane helping out Matt Taylor?
You talked about the Crew always has a plan. What is happening here? Why would Jimmy Shane, he could have easily screwed Matt Taylor out of the championship.
As he throws up the Crew symbol to Matt Taylor.
He told Matt Taylor, go get your prize. And look at the look on the face of Matt Taylor. He said, all right. He's in disbelief with Jimmy Shane. Jimmy now. Wait a second. Come on. Jimmy being Jimmy.
Right when you thought that Jimmy had a little bit of good in him, he proved you wrong.
And just,
oh!
There's still a problem here, though, Steve. Beastman is what? Jimmy's not in the match. Where is he going? He can't win the championship. Beastman is now stirring. Wait a second. What is
Jimmy Shane taking down the War Heavyweight title?
And he just
tosses it
right. Dropped it to Beastman. The referee called for the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still War Heavyweight Champion, Beastman.
We thought Jimmy Shane was going to be here for Matt Taylor, but in all in there, he just screwed Matt Taylor out of the heavyweight title.
Who do you think is more confused, Matt Taylor or Beastman?
I don't know. I don't know if you can get Beastman any more confused, but Matt Taylor, you know he's going to be looking for answers. You know he's going to be looking for answers.
So Jimmy Shane just a couple of months ago was banned from the building. And in this ruse that he's concocted with Matt Taylor, he comes back to, I don't know that he helped Beastman or he just out and out screwed Matt Taylor.
I think at the very end of the day, Jimmy Shane
and now look at this. Square off.
I don't even think she understands what this whole thing with Jimmy Shane. But Jimmy Shane made sure Matt Taylor did not get his hands on that War Heavyweight title.
Chapter 22, day number 1 ends with a question mark at the end of the very last page. And what becomes of the Dark Star Matt Taylor? What becomes of the War Wrestling Heavyweight Champion in a Beastman? We find out on Sunday, February the 16th at Love Hurts. And we're going to go get us some of those tables. For Steve and Mike, have a great night and an even better tomorrow from all of us here at War Wrestling.
See ya.